Welcome, Aquarius, to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February 8th through the 14th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click the link for more information. All right, Aquarius, so an easy week here in the astrology, which is quite good considering there's been a lot of shifts and changes these past few weeks. As you can see here in the transit graph, all blue. So nice supportive week, and I think it's a great week for cultivating anything that you might want to pursue or cultivate in your life. So it all starts here on Monday when we have a new moon in your 12th house. So this is the house of spirituality. It's the house of rest, of the psyche, of deep relaxation, your connection with God. And so it's taking that time out, taking that present moment time out, I think is what this whole month is about, this whole next 28 29 days of this lunar cycle. But here on Monday, setting seeds with this, planting new seeds around where maybe you can have more faith, more trust, more alone time, more spiritual time out. So with that new moon, it is going to be squaring up to Mars. So if you are feeling like rushing through the gates or you're wanting to take a lot of actions, I think just bringing extra attention to the self, with this. But I don't think it's going to be a major thing because Mars is actually coming off of that square from the previous weekend. But if you do feel like you're wanting to, rush through, or there's a lot of self-interest coming through, just observing that in that present moment awareness, I think can help balance out that Mars energy. Now that new moon is going to be sextiling your ruler Saturn, which is very good. So good support for the slow and steady approach to that spiritual time out, and sextiling Uranus. So there is inspiration. There's something maybe new and exciting about this new spiritual beginning for you. So also on Monday too, Chiron is going to be sextiling up to Venus, and then on Tuesday, trining up to Mars. So there's a lot of this healing energy coming in these first couple days. Now, this is specifically a healing that's been taking place with you. You've had Chiron in your first house over many years now, and there's this rejuvenation that is coming in. One part because they're easy aspects, but also because you've had Chiron in your first house for so long. He's now at the end of this Aquarius going into Pisces for the last time. So you guys have gone through, this healing, and so at this point, you're kind of a veteran in that sense. And so especially with Chiron an easy aspect, you could be feeling quite healed, quite rejuvenated, quite good and refreshed this particularly early part of the week. Now, with those aspects up to Venus and Mars, with Venus, this could be feeling good around the group sector, the community sector, anything that involves organizations, or your vision for the future, which has been going through a lot of changes these past few weeks with Mercury and Venus going over Pluto there. But now Venus is leaving that conjunction, forming easy aspects, and so you could be feeling quite rejuvenated in regards to anything involving groups or your visions for the future. Could also be feeling quite healed with home, family, or health, which is good, and also the adventurous spirits of life. Now that's quite motivating for you. You've had Mars in that 9th house, helping you pursue and cultivate more of an adventurous spirit, maybe expressing your philosophy, maybe connecting to nature, tapping into that philosophical view, which can be very motivating still this week and even quite healing as well. Now, Mars does rule your 10th and your 3rd, so that's also good positive energy for the career stuff as well as the communications also. Now here midweek on Wednesday, Venus will then be trining up to this Jupiter North Node conjunction. So this is very nice for that life path shift. There's been this new shift here with these two planets going into your 7th house of relationships. And I think there's been a lot of opportunities the past 6 months for you to cultivate new and existing relationships, which is great. And I think it's still an excellent time for that, especially around Wednesday with Venus in harmonious aspect up to that. Because again, this is the new life path for you for the next couple of years to cultivate those connections. Now, that's also positive energy going back into the Venus aspects, which is the home, the family, as well as that adventurous spirit here around Wednesday. Now, over the weekend, we do have then Mars sextiling that North Node Jupiter conjunction. So there is an opportunity, and the opportunity, I think, is through all this perhaps confidence and motivation that's been building this week, because your energy levels are higher. Mars has been in good aspect, and now over the weekend, if you're feeling like pursuing some of these relationships things or some of these life path shifts and changes, maybe cultivate the financial material aspects of life, maybe spend time with some friends or group stuff, all of this Jupiter related stuff, your 11th and your second house, can be great. So whatever you're inspired for, I think it's an excellent weekend for that, especially because we'll be in the first quarter phase of this new moon, which is a time of actively moving forward in this sense, so you can cultivate this more peaceful and present foundation in your life. All right, Aquarius, I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.